Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, and a salutation to the whole for elect. It's the brother Damawa, all right, coming back again with a quick lunchtime, all right, quick video, all right. This sister channel that you see, all right, the beautiful sister, in my opinion, all right, but she be having some good stories, all right, and this one, okay, it just showed the coonery of our people, okay, and how deep this type of behavior really has plagued the Israelites, all right, especially the tribe of Judah, okay, and the tribe of Ephraim, all the head tribes, okay, because we know that Esau, all right, have these things that been working for him, okay, for a long time, and one of those things is always breaking down the so-called Negro structure, okay, and setting it up, all right, with puppet leaders, okay, or with people, all right, with their interests involved, okay. So before I play this little clip, and bring out a precept real quick, we're gonna go to Isaiah 13. All right, and it says, Isaiah 13:14, it says, and it should be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They should every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Okay, and that's going into the destruction that we are faced with now. All right, because up and above is showing you that the man is going to be finer than the gold of Ophir. All right, so speaking of upon the times that we're coming into, okay, and as the Lord's take away more of the rights of the people over here in Babylon, women is going to lose their pride and going to realize that they need men, okay. But on top of that, the people who are in league with Esau Edom, all right, which is mainly the nigger woman, all right, and then you got dudes like him, okay. But we have to understand that they do this shit because they benefit, all right. They living high on the hog over here in Esau Kingdom, okay. That's why they would say certain things that they know they will be disowned by their own community, but they don't give a fuck, because as long as they're making money, all right, the people of our community will always look up to them, okay, and not look at their morals or their principles, all right. But they'll sell out the whole nation just to continue to live comfortably, all right. But back in Isaiah 13 and 14, oh yeah, and also, all right, that particular scripture, okay, is going to how all these nations, okay, is going to return back to their own land, okay, and the ones that can't do that, they're going to return back to their own people, okay. So as shit hit the fan, you're going to see white people, black people, all right, and etc. Okay. Isaiah 13:15, it says, everyone that is found should be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, okay. And that's the point, all right, I wanted to get to, okay, because a lot of people that's trying to uphold this man's kingdom, all right, and uphold the way that he runs this place, okay, it's the same people, all right, that especially from our nation, that's Negro, Latinos, or Native Americans, okay, it's because they have made a deal with the devil, all right, to continue to sell out their own people, okay, so they can stay in power, all right, and we know that was a big thing, okay, even back in Yahweh Shai time, because we know that that the wicked Pharisees, okay, all right, they wanted to stay in power, okay. They had already got in good with Rome. They was already the heads of the nations. I mean, the heads of the nation of Israel under the leadership of the Roman Empire. Okay, so they don't want to lose their job, basically. Okay, and this is again, this has plagued the Israelites. All right.
there trying to get black voters in South Carolina in a state that is going to be red. Now, this is a Democrat Party playbook to get the black church. You don't have to believe me. Give a shout out to Case Study QB for actually this clip here, which features Bakari Sellers explaining to you just how they operate and how they pretty much assume that the black church is going to be their key to winning the black vote. Listen to this.
Can I comment on the UAW piece? I thought the most noteworthy thing that happened was he got the endorsement, and then the president of UAW went on TV and said, just to be clear, a majority of my members are going to vote for Donald Trump. And I think that's the problem for President Biden in this race right now. The institutional elites in many institutions, they do support Joe Biden. But the people right now are very, very nervous about his leadership and his ability to do the job. And for him to make that comment shortly after that, I mean, it took all the air out of the balloon.
But I think it
Notice what he just said, institutional elites. He separated institutional elites from the actual people. He said the institutional elites, but the people. So that right there lets you know that he knows that the majority of the people are not a part of that institution.
It piggybacks what you were saying as well, that you get the endorsement, now you have to go into the union hall.
That's the point. This nigga right here. This nigga right here, man. This Negro right here, man. All right, and we have to understand that Jake did this shit under every captivity, man. All right, every captivity. The ones that were lucky enough to have the upper end jobs, they never wanted no change for the rest of their people. They was okay with sacrificing the majority. Okay, so them and their kids, okay, can live good. All right, so them and their kids can still have the benefit of that particular kingdom. Okay, they didn't do like how Moses did. Instead of living in the confines, all right, of the king's house, all right, under his daughter, okay, being the son of his, basically being the king's grandson. Okay, he didn't want to do that. Remember, the story says he looked out and saw his people and he wanted to dwell among them. And Moses really could have lived like a king. Okay, but our people do this on a mediocre level all the way on up. Okay, you see it on the regular when you see a woman choosing the government assistance over a man. All right, but this is the problem with you goddamn sellouts, man. All right, it's never just a sellout upon yourself. It's always a sellout. Okay, the devil's deal is always for you to sacrifice your people. It's never just, okay, well, nigga, you just sacrifice you. No, even with the music industry and all these other things, they have to corrupt the Jakes that don't know no better in order to keep that position to even corrupt. All right, because the devil already know that he got their ass. Satan already know he got the person who are already willing to sell out. So you're nobody. He already got you. You already sold the soul. But how many more can you? How many more Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans can you influence under that same umbrella? And that's why this stage, okay, the Most High has brought out the internet. All of these key names, podcasts, influencers, all of these is different ways of saying philosophies and worshiping other gods. Because when you follow philosophies, every philosophy has a god. All right, and so this is what the people is doing. They're taking away God's philosophy of don't do this, don't lay with another man's woman, don't do that, don't do that. And they're replacing it, okay, with these old God deities philosophies. Now, the people who know these things, they don't tell the average everyday person that, all right, but they don't know why all of a sudden they can't realize that they just stuck in that way, meaning that even when you explain something to them, talking about the benefit of being with a man and a woman together, they can't see it because that demon that hopped on them, and they got them thinking that being with a woman on woman, you can live just as a fulfillful life as if you were living it with a man. Okay, and that's the false way of these different narratives that's being pushed out through Esau Edom, allowing the people to dabble in or whatever they want to dabble in, and as well as having the so-called prestiges of our people lined up with their pockets. So on top of pushing the people with all these different influences and influencers, okay, the mighty man of our nation is also in pockets and in league with Esau Edom as well to sell you niggas on up the river. That's why when it came time for that jab and all these different things that they were trying to push on the people medically, who did he get? He really go get the prestigious Jakes to push you niggas, okay, all right, and to put poison in your body, okay, and this is how this devil works, all right.
And what Donald Trump is doing, what Joe Biden is doing and Kamala Harris are both doing is they're penetrating those areas now. I mean, he's literally in South Carolina as we speak. He was in South Carolina last night. He went to beauty salons. He's actually on the ground doing things that he wasn't able to do in 2020, which is, you're correct. Once you get the institution, like once you get the black pastor, that's the grass top. Now you got...
Let's go back, folks, because this is a very revealing moment. And pay attention to the words, the vocabulary that he chooses to use. Listen to this.
What you were saying as well, that you get the endorsement, now you have to go into the union halls. And what Donald Trump is doing, what Joe Biden is doing and Kamala Harris are both doing is they're penetrating those areas now.
They're penetrating those areas.
I'm on lunch. I got to speak
South Carolina as we speak. He was in South Carolina last night. He went to beauty salons. He's actually on the ground doing things that he wasn't able to do in 2020.
Beauty salons.
Which is, you're correct. Once you get the institution, like once you get the black pastor, that's the grass top. Now you got...
Once you get the black pastor. Here's Bakari, a lot of young, mostly when you go to that, she
go in on them too.
You don't see as many of them whatsoever. Pastor, and then named it himself.
Got to get the people in the pews. You got to get the women who wear the big hats. When you hug them, they smell like Chanel No. 5 all day long, or they use a full stick of butter in their sweet potato pies.
You see, and that's the part I was trying to get to. This nigga, and he right, because you church women, see, everything is out of pocket. Everything is out of pocket, so they don't have any covering. He right. They're the most gullible people in the world. The people go to church. You ever saw that Everybody Hate Chris episode when it was about his mother in competition with the church hat? But and that's why the woman is not supposed to be running shit, dictating nothing. All right, but let me go ahead and pull out these scriptures because I got to go back in here. All right, but this is a prime example, okay, of the shit, of the foolishness that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to release us from. We ain't got to worry about this no more. We ain't got to worry about Jake selling us up the river and all this other shit. Everybody caring about their own comfortableness, okay, all right, rather than the whole state of the nation, okay, as if they decide one day to kill all the black people. Well, nigga, if you sold out all your black people, all right, who gonna help you? Okay, like they don't ever think about that. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's grab a couple more of these scriptures, all right? And I want to show that this been going on. I was going to go to that one first, but let's go to Numbers, all right? Numbers 25 and 3. It says, and Israel joined himself until Baal Peor. Now, when you look that up, it's a Moabite god, okay? The Moabites, that's one of their gods, okay? But it's the god of... because I don't want to say the wrong shit. Hold on. I got it on my tablet. It's the god of... Hold on. Matter of fact, I can get it right here for you. Numbers. Who's that? Numbers 25 and 3. Okay, Baal Peor, okay? Baal Peor, Lord of the Gap, the deity worship at Peor with probable licentious rights. Now, when you go into that word licentious, right? I looked it up on Google. I'm pulling it up on my tablet. Licentious. Licentious. Okay, it says promiscuous and unprincipled in sexual matters. Definition 2. Disregarding accepted rules or conventions, especially in grammar or literature style. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. The first one was good. Promiscuous and unprincipled in sexual matters. And that's why normally people who Esau Edom put in leadership roles or put in for other Jakes to aspire, they always gay. They always transy or something. And because them people got real live demons on them, man. This is a spiritual war. And people not really going to understand what they got themselves involved in until the Lord starts to turn the heat all the way up on this place. Okay, but that goes to show you though that Jake always got a personal interest, okay, with these type of things to be selling their people out. All right, and ain't gonna be no excuse in them days. So let's get a couple more scriptures. All right, and go ahead and close this out, because the point been proven. You damn sellouts, go and have your fun now. All right, go and have your fun now, because besides you gonna get murdered, besides you dying, okay, in the near future, all right, even when you come back in the kingdom, man, you're gonna have your head down, all right? You're gonna have to live with the fact for a minute, bro, that you went against your own people, all right? First Maccabees 6:21, it says, how about certain of them that were besieged go forth, and unto whom some ungodly men of Israel joined themselves. So again, this ain't nothing new. All right, this ain't nothing new. Everybody that's Israel is not of Israel, and that's what that means, because being of Israel is basically being of the Lord's elect. Okay, being that upper echelon of Israel. All right, but last scripture real quick. I got to go back in. I'm about to be late. Luke 19:27. It says, but those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. So the Lord is going to kill a lot of you niggas, man. And yes, man, you don't want the kingdom of heaven to come because you always trying to tear the skin off all people. You always helping him trying to believe into the white man, or like to believe in this oppression, believe in the American dream. That's what they get paid to do. All right. To keep the majority of our people in this never-winning situation, always trying to vote or do some other shit. No, man, this place need to get taken out. All the philosophies and the way they do things got to leave planet Earth. All right. But I hope this lesson was edifying. Look quick here. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash Shalom.